depths of hell could have forged a diamond this special.
Welcome back, y'all. So we are here at J&S Steel in Plattsburgh, New York. We got these two gentlemen. They are Rebar Wranglers. So this is pretty interesting. I asked the gentleman if I could record. He said, yeah, go for it, as long as he gets the YouTube channel. I was like, yep. So I'm gonna set you guys up. I don't want to be in the way, and I don't want to be anywhere near it. They already stacked those bundles while I was getting set here. So that hoist has a 5-ton capacity, lift capacity. The gentleman said that each bundle is about 2,000 pounds, and he only likes to put about 8,000 pounds on it total. He doesn't like to max out the whole 10 at once, but he said he likes to get us in and out of here as quick as possible with the least amount of trips as possible. So that whole setup, it moves. They actually have all their electrical cables tied right into the they got their electrical cables tied into like the power grid, and then that line moves out with the overhead crane. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, the last place I went to that had an overhead crane, they were taking 48-foot chunks of rebar off my truck, and I think I was there for like 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think I've been here. I've been here less than an hour, and more than half the truck is already taken off, because we had some stacked on top of these bundles right in the middle. So you're bringing it back down to slide the chains to get a better grab on it?
Yeah, he's not. It's not even, it'll pick up.
Yeah. You're pinched down at the bottom there, just so you know. That's pretty scary. There's don't forget you got dunnage behind you, so if you need to put that underneath if you need. It's pinched. It doesn't look too bad. Take a look. So now what they're doing is they're taking it, they're hoisting it, and they're gonna stack them 3 at a time. So they're gonna put that one, probably, my guess would be towards the edge. And they'll probably take the one on, okay, that was a little bit wrong, but they're gonna take that one, they'll probably stack it on the one, the 2 to the left.
You can do it that way. It's not the right way, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes.
The way it is.
Yeah, they're just so tight.
Here your shave, sir.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, back when I lived in Bridgeport, I actually had a buddy who was a friend of my mom's as well. His name was Carl. Shout out to Carl if he ever finds this video. But he used to work at a facility called down on, and Carl used to work at, which was a steel factory. They had these large overhead cranes, but I rarely ever seen Carl use it because I never really stuck around to really watch Carl work. It was always like, you know, what's up, Carl, just stopping by, you know, just shooting the crap with him. And every time I would make a modification to like a kick scooter or like my bicycle or something, I would bring it over to Carl and show him, and he was like, you know, you got some ingenuity, kid. And you know, he always supported me. And I remember one time I told Carl, I was like, yeah, I really wish I had like a better grip system on this kick scooter I got. And he was just like, oh, why don't you get some diamond plate? And at the time I was like, you know, probably like 14, 15 years old. I'm like, what's diamond plate? And he's like, oh, you know, like the diamond shaped pattern plates that they put on the side of like toolboxes and fire trucks and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that shiny stuff. And he's like, yeah. He goes, we sell it here, but you got to buy it by the plate. You know, you got to buy big sheets of it. And I was just like, oh yeah, well, I ain't got that kind of money. And Carl actually told me to stop by around a certain time, and he snuck a couple plates, small plates to me. It was nothing major. And you know, he always supported me, and that was, you know, cool. And I don't remember what happened to the second. It was aluminum diamond plate, and he was like, yeah, I got you aluminum because it'll be lightweight and your scooter is aluminum, and so it'll help keep the weight down, it'll have a good look to it, and it'll provide extra grip for your feet. And I actually used a chunk of it when I worked at Cold Stone Creamery. We had this little nerdy kid that worked there. His name, that was the original Scuba Steve, because he looked like he went scuba diving and stuff. His name was, it really was, but we used to call him Scuba Steve because he looked like he used to be on boats and like off the coast of like the Caribbean and stuff. Steve had this new Razor scooter he was pretty stoked about. I was like, yo, why don't you trick it out? And he was like, what do you mean, like how? I was like, why don't you get some better bearings on there? Why don't you you know, put some underglow on there? That'd be pretty sweet. And he was just like, yeah, I don't know how to do any of that. And I was just like, I do. He was like, you know how to do that stuff? I was like, yep. I said I have some extra race bearings at the house. I said, you know, I wouldn't even charge you for the labor. I said, I would just do it for fun. I said, I would just charge you for the parts and everything that I put into it. And then I ended up putting like a little battery pack in the base of the scooter. Like inside, I had to disconnect the whole steering assembly. Drop a battery pack in there, put some self-tapping screws to make sure that the battery didn't slide forward or backwards. I got a little round toggle switch that I was able to put in the handle that he could just flip on, flip off with his pinky. The battery pack was rechargeable, and you know, I made it so that the wire stuck out of the side of the scooter, and all he had to do was just plug it in. But that battery pack with just LEDs would last a very long time. And these mosquitoes are eating me alive. And I ended up putting some blue underglow on there for him, and the race bearings, and actually taught him how to drift on a kick scooter. That was pretty sick. Some would call it like power gliding, but it was just funny. It was great. And then I put that one of those chunks of aluminum diamond plate that Carl gave me, and I ended up putting it on top of where it said like the Razor logo or whatever. So Steve had a tricked out diamond plate, blue underglow kick scooter with race bearings on there, and Steve loved it. I said, Steve, if I were you, I would probably invest in another set of tires, Because if you're gonna be riding this thing to work every day, you're probably gonna wear those tires out. So while they hook up, I'm gonna go see what kind of rail this is. This looks like a railroad rail. Yeah, sure enough, got railroad ties and everything. Yeah. But I love like rustic looking places like this. It's just, I don't know, it's like a playground for me. Dangerous, but definitely a place to be. I was raised to go outside and these dang mosquitoes trying to eat me. Yeah, I was raised to play outside all day, so dirt doesn't really bother me. All right. Yeah, if I had to guess, that'd be like a little refuse or a burn pile. Sweet. So shout out to J&S Steel, Plattsburgh, New York, for letting us film this.
See, if you were here for the mesh in the back or the 40-foot rebar, that's a show.
Yeah, I've delivered 48 footers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do they use the beam like we have right there?
The beam?
Yeah, see that beam right here?
No.
Yeah, we use that because obviously you try and pick up 40 foot, it's gonna ball.
Yeah.
So we use that. It's got three cables, one on the end, one in the middle, so it picks it up evenly, and it don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just telling the viewers that the last place I delivered that had an overhead crane like this, it took them like 3 hours to offload the truck with the 48 footers.
Yep.
Because what they have to do is they have to hook up to each bundle and then drag it away from the others.
Yep.
And I said, you know, if you were to just tell the shipper to put some dunnage in between to give you guys, they were like, you know how many times we told them that? But they don't care. They just want to, you know, just get it on.
If it's not wrapped in wire and it's wrapped in, like, see in the back you got straps.
Yeah, yep.
That's the same thing we have to do if it's too close together. We just got to separate it, but with the wires it makes it a lot easier because you can pick one up and put it on top. So
yeah, yep.
Space for your chain.
Yeah, yep.
The mesh is something to unload. Boy, that's crazy.
Hey, what do you wear? Mosquito repellent or something?
No.
No, these things are eating me alive.
Must be used to it. You from around here?
No.
Oh, see, up north. You get used to it, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm from Connecticut.
The black flies are worse. Like,
Oh, the black flies that bite?
yeah, those are horrible.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that thing is awesome. All right, and that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, shout out to J&S Steel, Plattsburgh, New York, for allowing us to film this. This was an awesome experience. I'd love to come back one day and just see what it is that they do for real, you know? All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.